Welcome students. In this video I'm gonna go over the properties of numbers in algebra. Understanding the properties of numbers is fundamental to mastering algebra. These properties form the building blocks of algebraic operations and help simplify expressions and solve equations. Here's a detailed look at some of the key properties we're going to be looking at. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is the commutative property. The commutative property applies to both addition and multiplication. It states that the order in which numbers are added or multiplied does not change the result. So for addition, a plus b is the same thing as b plus a. And for where a and b are variables, for multiplication, a times b is the same thing as b times a. The next property we're going to be looking at is associative property. Associative property. The associative property also applies to addition and multiplication. It indicates that the way numbers are grouped does not affect their sum or product. So for addition, we say that a plus b in parentheses plus c is the same as a plus b plus c in parentheses. And then for multiplication, he says that a times b in parentheses times c is equal to a times b times c. The next property we're looking at is called the distributive property. The distributive property connects multiplication and addition. It states that the multiplying a number by a sum gives the same result as multiplying the number by each addend and then adding the products. So for okay, so this one works with addition. So it's something between addition and multiplication. It involves both things. So it says that a times b plus c is equal to a times b plus a times c. So basically you're distributing. So for example, a times b and then a times c. and then the plus is in the middle, this one here. The next property we're going to be looking at is the identity property. The identity property refers to the unique elements in addition and multiplication that do not change the value of the other number in the operation. So for example, the additive property. For addition, it says that adding 0 to any number does not change its value. So for example, if the variable is a contains a number, then we add 0, then the sum a plus 0 is equal to a. And then the multiplicative identity states that multiplying any number by 1 does not change its value. So if we multiply a number a times 1, it's always a, so it does not change the original number. Let's go to the next property. The next property states is called the inverse property. The inverse property relates to the other operations that undo each other, specifically in addition and multiplication. So this one is for addition slash multiplication. So the additive inverse. So additive inverse. The sum of a number and its opposite is 0. So if we have a number a plus the opposite, which is negative a, then it states that the sum of this, the number and its opposite is equal to 0. Then the multiplicative inverse. It states that the product of a number and its reciprocal is 1. So it states that the number a times its reciprocal, which is always going to be 1 over a. So this is times a times 1 over a is always equal to a over a, which is 1. And you have to assume that a is not 0. So these properties are essential for simplifying expressions and solving equations because they provide strategies for rearranging and combining terms. Understanding this property helps in recognizing equivalent expressions and finding efficient ways to manipulate algebraic equations. They are not only fundamental for basic algebra but also serve as a foundation for more advanced mathematical concepts. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe.